Hey Clear Lake peeps, Ross England here with Clear Lake Guide Service. This is your Clear Lake fishing report for June 12th. So we got out today, did something a little bit different. Those of you who followed this channel, first of all, I appreciate it. Secondly, you'll know that sometimes I come out and do different things other than just fish to see how many fish I can catch. So today was one of those days I thought I'd do something a little bit different, and I thought I'd see how many different baits I could actually catch at least 2 fish on during the course of today. So I'll jump back to that real quick, but let's go over conditions real fast. The water temp is, last week when I did this report, it was 77 degrees. It started out at 71, so it's probably going to be back up into the 70, let's say the mid to high 70s by the weekend. Looks like the weather is going to cooperate. Looks like it's going to be pretty good. I'll tell you what, the last couple, not yesterday, but the previous 2 days, it was cold. I mean, it was like, get out of your shorts, put pants back on, and put a sweatshirt on, and thought about building a fire in the fireplace, but held off. So it was chilly and it was windy, so couldn't give you a report for those conditions because I didn't fish in them. So sounds to me like the people I've talked to, and I've talked to a few, bites all over the board. As always for this time of year, there's probably 2 really consistent bites, and one of those is topwater of some form, if you got the right circumstances, conditions, and the other is a jig or a worm deeper. I mean, there's other ways to catch fish, and I'll go over that with you a little bit just as an example of what I did today. So still not really hearing a whole lot about any real big fish. It's just part of that's just the way it is for this time of year after the spawn and whatnot. It just kind of gets a little bit tougher. So we're still in a period in mid-June that there actually are fish still on beds. When Jim and I were out last week, late in the week, we almost all the fish that we caught were actually sight fish, fish that we could see. Where I've been today, it'd be pretty tough to catch them because I kind of came down and concentrated in the middle of the lake today just to, again, be fishing something different. Went a little bit down the Rattlesnake Arm. The clearest water I saw was about 4.5 feet, but most of what I saw was 1.5 to 2 feet. So it's kind of hard to sight fish when you only got 2 feet of water visibility. So fortunately, it wasn't on my game plan. I had a good enough time the last time I was out. Jim and I really had a good time with a really, really good day. It's been a long time since we've had that many fish sight fishing, and it seems like they were everywhere that we were, or we were just where they always were. Either way. So I still think the fishing's good. A couple of the baits that I threw today, I was definitely still getting bites when I put it away. A couple of them, one of them in particular, I kind of struggled with. It took me a while to get my second fish on it. So big picture about what's going on up here. We still don't have any motels open, motels and hotels. That hasn't happened. They did open casinos this week. So if you want to go in and donate some money at a casino around the lake, all the way out to Cache Creek, actually, you can do that. Up here, there's 2 of the casinos are open, but Canocti Vista Casino, the one that's got the most going on for it as far as facilities, the motel's not open. The RV park, as I understand it, is open with no services, meaning no restrooms, laundry, bathrooms. You've got to do your own. So, you know, if you've got an RV camper, at least you can come up here and have a place to stay. Of course, with no services, I don't know if you're getting a discount, but right now it doesn't really matter. It's just having a place to stay. So, you know, we're slowly building up to the biggest weekend of the year, which is 4th of July. We've heard conflicting stories. One story is we're not going to have a celebration this year. Somebody else says we're going to, so I guess in the next week or so we'll find out. So that is pretty much the story with regards to what's going on around the lake. Weather has been going to be good this week, so I'm going to jump over real quick and go through these baits, talk to you a little bit about them. So rather than try to hold a bait up in front of you, I'm just going to move the camera so you're going to hear my voice from behind the camera, which hearing my voice is probably better than seeing my face anyway. So here we go. So, and I started at 7:30 this morning, so it wasn't the butt crack of dawn. In my experience up here, you can catch topwater fish this time of year all day long. You just have to work at it. It seems like the bites will get fewer and farther between during the course of the day, but a lot of times the bites get bigger. So you're a little bit more in between the bites, but they're better fish. So bear with me for a second. All right. First bait. It cost 7 on this morning. Whopper plopper. The reason I caught 7 is because I was having too good a time in the spot that I stopped, and that's how many I caught on that one spot before I moved. Not wanting to give up on topwater. Then the second item, the small Rico, kind of a baby bass pattern. Caught 2 more on it, and then I put it away. So total 9 on topwater. Then the one that was a problem child for me, I actually threw 3 different little square bills. I caught one on a crawdad colored one. We'll call it a 2.5 size. And then I caught the other one on this little bluegill pattern in a 1.5 size. One was a river to sea, the other one, this is an academy bait right here. Then I pulled up and caught a couple fish off of a dock with a Ned rig. That was a no-brainer, pretty easy to do. Had to work a little bit harder with a wacky rig weightless Cinco, only because the wind was blowing down where I was fishing, and it was just getting in the right position to make the right cast under docks. So again, that was another dock fish. Third, well, not third, next to last, little shad colored drop shot worm. That was pretty easy. That was pretty quick. I pulled up to a spot in about 22 feet of water, and I think I did a total of about 4 casts. So that one was pretty easy. Then the other one that was the last one I ended up my day was a shaky head, good old trick worm. Actually cheated and caught 3 on that one because they came pretty quick, and they were in 20 to 23 feet of water. So the last 2 baits that I threw today were the deepest fish that I caught. Majority of the fish that I caught today were probably shallower than 6 feet, with the exception of the shaky head and drop shot fish. So it was a good day. So it was like 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 20 fish for experimenting. Not bad. Like I said, I probably could have caught another 5 to 8 if I just stuck with the top water. That's so doggone fun. It's really hard to stop it. So, that's about it for this report. So, thanks for watching. I ran into people this week, which thank you for turning around, stopping, coming back and saying hi. I appreciate it. That makes it more fun for me. Also, just to let you know, my calendar is going to change this week. So, ClearLakeGuideService.com. Check my booking calendar and you'll see that there's changes that have happened. So, we're going to get back to work is what's going to happen. We'll see y'all. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Get out and catch some fish.